welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I wanted to do kind of like a follow-up to the last video. The last video I posted was called I Don't Diet, but I still care about my health and I also still care about my appearance. And why I wanted to do a follow-up is because if I saw that video that I posted 3 years ago, I would have been like, that sounds amazing, sign me up. That sounds like a dream place to be, where I can not diet but still care about my health, still care about the way I look, nourish my body. I'm gonna do a follow-up video for any of you who are still in the thick of it. I want to tell you, I'm here with you. I remember how hard it was to, live at war with my body and my mind and be so consumed constantly with what am I eating, how much am I eating, how do I look, how much do I weigh? I remember those thoughts flooding my mind daily, all the time. I'm going to show you a little bit of my groceries in this one because I eat so different now, and it took so much time to get to this place where I'm really proud of the things I get. I do not, restrict in any way, but I really value what's in my food and where it's coming from, and I'm constantly evolving in this way. It's not like all of a sudden I woke up and all of a sudden I ate so beautifully, and constant small little baby improvements. And I love that because then I can keep up with that. I really prioritize a lot of protein in my day. I try and get as many fruits and vegetables in as I can. I try and prioritize having foods that have less ingredients, more whole foods, and recently I'm caring a lot more about where the quality of my protein comes from when it comes from meat. So I'm learning a lot right now about regenerative farming and this idea that the health of our soil impacts the health of our animals, which impacts the health of us. So that's the new thing that I'm kind of focusing on, but I wanted to show you guys my groceries. So now I want to get into a little chit chat. I left you guys hanging with the last video. I gave a lot at you where I said, I don't diet, but I still care about my health and my appearance. That sounds like a contradictory statement in and of itself. So I need to catch you up to speed a little bit. Why did I stop dieting in the first place? I want to tell you there's a cool reason or something like that. There's not. It was just that I couldn't do it anymore. I had been on so many diets. I had lived at war with my mind for too long that I was like, I cannot do this anymore. You go back to the last video and I, plugged and tagged our podcast there where I share more of my story, but I hit a serious rock bottom where I had been really in a dark place, and you can go hear all about it on the podcast because I go more in depth there. But I want you to know that it was so difficult, but I knew that if I continued down that road, it would not be, one, safe for my body, mind, health, anything, but two, I just mentally could not function anymore with the constant thoughts of, okay, how do I look? Okay, what did I eat today? How much do I weigh? Okay, how many calories did I take in? Oh my God, I'm gonna gain weight. Okay, this is coming up. Oh great, that circled through my mind throughout the day almost constantly, and it is no way for anyone to live their life. So I told you in the last video some of the first things that I started to do. I made some non-negotiables and I got help. Back then, I knew I needed help. I knew I needed someone or something to help me through that season. And so I actually signed up for something called the Food Freedom Masterclass. It was taught by someone named Jessie Jean. Back then, she was one of the only ones who was teaching this, the principles of intuitive eating from such a beautiful place that now there's so many people doing it. But I highly recommend her and her way of, creating community and safety around breaking free from the dieting world. I personally had a great experience working with her and her team and all the women who were around me, because I could not have done it alone. Fast forwarding 3 years later now, it's not like it's all sunshine and roses all the time. It's still very difficult. I still struggle with body image and things like that. But in terms of food, I don't restrict anymore, and I really don't worry about things like that. I have truly found a place of balance. Love the way I eat now. I feel like I have such a balanced, beautiful perspective on food that I am so incredibly grateful for, and it would not have happened if I didn't give up all the rules and all the chaos that was existing within my mind. So once I gave up all the rules and I worked through this in the Food Freedom Masterclass, I was able to then I honestly, it was a really messy period where I just kind of ate whatever I wanted, because I was trying to go through this transition, which a lot of people do when they're transitioning more to an intuitive eating model, is you kind of just go crazy and have everything that you weren't allowed to have for a while. So I definitely went through that. That was very, very difficult. Hence why the support of that group was so helpful, because everyone was in it at the same time. But on the other side of it now, I believe that for me, it was the way that I started to get curious about food. So after I ate enough of like everything, I was like, okay, I started to get really curious. Like, that didn't make me feel good, or okay, that made me feel good, or okay, I ate too much there and now I feel kind of sick, and okay, I didn't eat enough here and I need to pack a snack next time. Like, you start to take inventory of your lifestyle and the way you interact with food. That I eat now, I'm such a curious person, so I'm always wondering like, what's in this and where are these animals coming from and what was sprayed on this produce, and that's just kind of where my mind is at now. And I love that, because instead of being consumed with, oh my god, I'm gonna gain weight, oh my god, this is gonna make me fat, oh my god, this is so crazy, now it's more, okay, what is in this? I value what goes into my body, so let me be more of a critic to what I'm consuming rather than giving myself shame and guilt for what I'm eating. I love the way I eat now. I love the way that I take care of myself now, and it took a really long time. And for any of you who are just getting started, I want to speak to you, because that's always the hardest part. And I'll see everywhere on social media comments and TikToks and YouTube videos. I tend to do my research and try and keep up with, you know, what's going on and what people are consuming, and I'll read comments from people who are so lost. They don't know where to start. They want to lose weight, or they want to get healthier, or they want to make a change, but they're just like, where do I begin? And listen, I am not like by any means the fittest person by any stretch of the word. I have cellulite and rolls, and I keep a little extra meat on me, but I'm also active and I eat in a way that I really love, and my health at the doctor's is great, and I'm so fortunate and grateful for that. Maybe a little bit of an unpopular opinion, I'd always rather have some extra love on me, some extra cellulite on me, some extra meat on me, if it means that my mind is at peace. So if I have a little extra weight on me, but I, you know, love the way that I eat and I take really good care of my body, I'm okay with that. The space I've created is beautiful, and I think there's a way to find a balance between taking really good care of ourselves, right? Nourishing our bodies with beautiful food and moving these beautiful bodies, and at the same time not stressing or punishing these bodies, you know, to look a certain way. And if you have a goal to look a certain way, that's fine, and I get that. And God, there are so many fit, gorgeous people who have so much discipline and they look amazing, and if they're happy, amazing. That didn't make me happy. Striving to always be smaller or fitter was not it for me. I just want to be healthy, and of course I want to feel beautiful, I want to feel sexy, I want to feel good, but I've come to a place now where with the cellulite and with a little bit extra love on me, I still feel good, I still feel sexy. Not every day, there are days where things still creep back in and I have really bad body image days, but for the most part I'm content and I'm at peace with my body, and that is the goal. The goal is not even to be happy with my body or in love with my body. I want to be at peace with it. I want to be at peace with my mind and my body. So for any of you who are hearing this and you're like, that sounds great, start small, please. Like, start with the smallest shifts in your lifestyle. Like, a lot of people watch like these 6 a.m. routines or these being that girl type routines, and that girl, cool, but like, is it sustainable to do the same exact things every single day, always? Like, I guarantee that these people that you're consuming who are waking up every day at 6 a.m. and pounding it out and getting this done, like, if some of them love that and that works for them, amazing. For me, it is not realistic to have a routine like that always. It's just not. And also, I don't really want to. I'm not that girl. If you're looking to be that girl, find another video. I'm looking to be your girl, your relatable girl, that you see my stuff and you hear me speak and you're like I get her. I could go up to her and talk to her. That's the girl that I want to be for you all. And when I see these videos, you know, when you try and do all those things all at once, habits are beautiful, okay? So I'm not going to tell you to not have habits. I have habits, and they are instrumental in my life. But what I am going to say to you is that you want those habits to last. And when you try and put in 15 things at one time, where you're waking up early, pounding water, you know, you cut out sugar, you cut out gluten, you are only eating this much protein, and you do this and you do that, Who can keep up with that? No wonder why people lose weight and then gain it all back. It's not sustainable. So if I'm speaking to one of you who's like, I want to make a change, I want to have a healthier lifestyle, whatever that means for you, keep that in mind. My idea of healthy is not your idea of healthy. There are going to be people who consume me, see me on social media, see me here, and they would think that I'm promoting being overweight or being obese, or that's like a trendy thing that people comment. Okay, like that, I can't change that. What I know is that for me and my relationship with my doctor and my health individually, I'm okay, I'm happy, and I'm moving towards always improving, but at my own pace. See these people on social media and it makes you feel like, you know, God, why can't I be like that? Why can't I do that? Stop watching it. There's a reason it makes you feel like crap. And in your head, because I'm from the psych world, because you feel shame, you spiral into, why can't I be like that? Why can't I be better? Why can't I do enough? Why do I suck? My request for you is to stop fighting yourself. Give yourself grace, love on yourself. I promise you are not going to get to that place you want to be at by hating yourself. They call it hating yourself thin. And it's a miserable place to be. And then when you are thin, you don't even care because you're still in that hateful mindset. So if I am talking to you right now, please write yourself a letter, write yourself a note, say to yourself that you are going to come from a place of love, and not that you need to be in love with your body by any means, but you're going to come to this relationship with yourself from a place of, I want to respect you, body. I want to love you, body. I want to feel neutral about you, body. Feel at peace, okay? You don't even need to be in love with your body. Fuck that. You can just be at peace with your mind and your body. And I promise you that feeling alone is everything. I want you right now, while you're watching this video, close your eyes if you have to. You don't have to do the craziness anymore. You don't have to live in the chaotic world of hating your body, okay? And it's not gonna be easy, and you're not gonna all of a sudden be in love with your body, but I promise you, with time and small little baby changes, you can start to find some peace. You to start with something small. We need to shift our mindset. Our brains are really loud and really chaotic, but they're really simple. And we have neural pathways in our brain, which is basically just something that when there's a thought or a trait or a habit that happens, neural pathways form based on that repetition. And your neural pathway right now is probably a really negative loop and spiral of, you're fat, you're not doing well enough, you ate too much, you suck, oh my gosh, why can't you stay with this diet? It's like on a loop, because that was my brain a few years ago. You need to start a new neural pathway. So instead, let's start with something really small that you can keep up with. The key here is repetition and the habit. And if you do too many habits at once, or you try and change your entire lifestyle at once, you won't keep up with it. You think that you stop because you suck. You think you stop because you lack discipline. You think you suck because you're just not good enough, but that's not true. Form those pathways and then build upon that. So for me, when I am thinking about, like, if I could go back and talk to myself 3 years ago, I would say, Meg, start with water. That's it. I aim to drink a gallon of water a day. That's just kind of like the number that I know I can hit. It's a little bit of a challenge, but I know I feel good when I drink a gallon of water a day. Start with that. Build that pathway for a while. I want you to shift your mindset from this place of restriction of, I gotta take this away, I gotta cut out carbs, I gotta cut out sugar, I gotta cut out this, I can't have that. That is so negative and it's so annoying. Your mindset to adding things in. So instead of taking away, we're going to add in. Start with adding in water. Add in a 15-minute walk in the morning. You build the momentum and it feels like a habit you can sustain. That's the key word here, is to keep doing it. Be consistent. We can't be consistent when we add 50 things in at the same time. I wonder why we fail, but it's because we try and do so much so fast. Give yourself grace. You know, do that walk in the morning, add in an evening walk. Before you know it, you'll be walking at least an hour a day, where you're walking 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night, and you're also practicing self-care by being outside in nature, and that right there is a little instant mood booster. And it becomes easier then to add on to that. So for any of you, I'll say this one more time, for any of you who are there where I was, I hear you, I'm with you. It is so hard, okay? It's so hard to live at war with your mind and your body. And it's also really hard to take care of yourself and nourish your body and move your body and work in sync with it. That's also really hard. You've got to choose your hard, okay? Both are not easy. Choose the one that feels right for you. And if you're watching this video, I'm sure you want to move towards the place where you find peace and respect. And even if you don't ever love your body, who cares? At least be at peace with your mind and body. That right there is enough. Those of you who are struggling with this, you are not alone. There are so many people who live at war with their minds and their bodies, and I am here with you. It is not easy. My DMs are open, and I hope you enjoyed this video.